Oh,
Greetings, BJ.
thanks, Gina. We had practice and nobody heard us, but now we can be real.
Now we are sharing.
There you go.
And here is the thing that I'd like to open this up with because I just feel like it's so profound.
Mm-hmm.
My beautiful friend Terry, who lives in northern Chicago,
Mm-hmm.
who is a warrior sister also, said all healing happens in community.
Mm-hmm.
Wisdom is passed through storytelling. And as you both gather and share your stories, you are sharing your wisdom. And I feel like that's what we do
Mm-hmm.
every single time we meet.
Mm-hmm.
We come together with a deep, opalescent, if I may, love
Mm-hmm.
between us and sharing the struggles and the adventures and the fun and the craziness and the tech struggles, whatever. And we share our stories and we learn, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I agree. Every time.
And I have had so many crazy adventures. I cannot, as I say, I keep saying this. Maybe I should stop saying this and then it would go away, but I'm not sure. I say I can't keep up with my life.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what's going on. I don't understand it. All of a sudden, I'm getting bombarded from all sides. With all these people and all these jobs. And I was looking at that one. I worked for these people last year, and they texted me. I mean, how many people get job offers through texts?
In this day and age, we do now. Everything's changed.
So, she said, look on the website, pick what you want, get in touch with me. Here's my calendar, sign up, and we'll talk.
Mm-hmm.
So I worked for these people for 9 months. This was the one where I was the case manager, the supervisor for a team of case managers for the unaccompanied. I call them the reunited minors, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the thing is, they had a lot of positions for case managers, but the only one that they had for a supervisor was in Colorado. And I'm like, I don't want to move. And it's in Aurora, Colorado. I'm like, where the hell is that? So, you pull out the Google map, you look, blah, blah, blah. And that's when I put out the call like, hey, is anyone in Aurora, Colorado or knows anything about Aurora, Colorado? And I actually have a couple of friends that live in Denver, and Aurora's just a little bit to the east. So I was talking to them and trying to figure out. But they were really pushing, like, can you decide really quick? So I was coming back from an appointment I had, and I heard in my head a door slam, and I got the message: don't slam any doors. Just go with it and see where it takes us, because that's kind of what this day and age is. You just go with it and figure it out step by step, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know anyone that's actually in that neck of the woods, which is interesting because I've had people call me and say, hey, do you have any connections in Estonia?
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, actually, I do know someone that lives there. So anyway, but I didn't know anyone in Aurora. Yesterday, I had an interview with someone again, this is scheduled on the internet. They send you like, hey, can we talk to you about this position? I thought, what the hell? It doesn't even match, because it was case management in a clinic. And like, they must be desperate, because I have case management experience, lots, in social work.
Mm-hmm.
And I have 3 years of experience as a medical interpreter. Like, do they think that maybe matches together? We'll see. I was laughing. I was giggling. It's like, what the hell? So I get on the phone with this guy, and what happens? He's like, this really isn't a match. And I was like, I was thinking exactly the same thing. He said, but, we kind of try to look and see if we can hire relatively locally, because it's just a lot easier than bringing someone in from across the country.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, yeah, it's really important to understand the culture. And he said, well, yeah, that goes for any place. Ding, ding, ding. I'm like, this guy is not from New Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
I said, so where are you? He said, I'm in Colorado. And I'm like, oh my God. I said, where in Colorado are you? And he said, Aurora. Are you kidding? So I told him, yeah, that someone else was looking for me to go to Aurora, Colorado. And he's like, oh, that's really funny. I said, it is kind of interesting, isn't it? Just anyway, that's the craziness of my life that I can't keep up with. And I have so many things. This afternoon has just been one after another, after another, after another. How are you, and what's up in your life? Tell us your story.
I am removing my teeth. I've got the uppers all done, 1025. And now they're going to fit me they did a thing. And so tomorrow I go to get 6 of the bottoms removed. So that'll be a total of 14, 15 teeth, because I have one that they took out this summer or fall. So it's been interesting, because it's like a giveaway. I'm giving away. I mean, it's the one thing that is everything in our body is our teeth. It's like a leg. It's like everything, it's where we digest the food, our minerals, all that stuff. So it's been interesting, and it's been a challenge. And so tomorrow I'm going to give up the next 6 teeth and say thank you for my journey, and then move on to writing my book about how everything is played out in front of us. We just need to, and we're prepared with everything that we've got to do. We just got to pay attention, and then trust. That's it. Pay attention.
Pay attention. BJ, have I told you my pay attention story?
No.
Oh my God. I don't know what year this was. It was one of the maybe like 2011, 2012. My youngest child and I went off on an adventure to Sedona.
Mm-hmm.
And on the way back, they were going to go to a camp that we had all this set up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to be gone for a month, right? So we're both in the airport. We're going through, TSA and all that bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was going to go with them to their gate and then go off and go to my gate and go back to Wisconsin. So we had maybe 45 minutes free.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, let's just, we were sitting and we were talking and, just kind of processing everything that we had just gone through in Sedona for, I believe that was when we were there for a week.
Wow.
One time we were there for 2.
Hmm.
No, this was the time we were there for 2 weeks.
Okay.
Because we got invited to stay for another workshop. A big long story, but
right.
Cut to the chase. So we're in the airport and we're just kind of mulling over, like, wasn't that wild? And how did that happen? It was magical. And so I'm like, I want to go down this hallway. And they're like, nah, come on. It's not really very long. There's just a few stars. Why do you want to go down that hallway? I'm like, I don't know. I'm going to find out. So we went down this hallway and we found the coolest door. Sometimes at airports, they're very standard.
Mm-hmm.
This was the funnest store. And they had clothes and toys and books, but it was just beautifully set and wonderful. It was like stepping into like Alice in Wonderland story or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I was dating this guy at the time, and I was thinking, we go off on this adventure, and it was Jay's birthday, so maybe I should like get him a present or something.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was thinking. And I ended up buying a book, like a little picture book, and it was, it was a soft cover, and I asked the woman when I bought it if there was any way she could put something behind it so it didn't get folded in my bag.
Right.
And she said sure, and she went back and she found something. She put it behind the book. We wrapped it up in wrapping paper, got to pick out the wrapping paper, the whole 9 yards, shoved it in my bag, took my child off to their flight. I went back to Wisconsin. When I took the present out and Jay opened the present for his birthday, the thing that she had put behind the book it's that foam kind of stuff that they mount pictures on.
Oh, yeah.
And on the back of it, it said, pay attention.
I love it.
I cannot believe the number of times that has been a theme.
Mm-hmm.
It's an ongoing theme all the time, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Something came across my phone. Spanish style home.
Hacienda. There you go.
Las haciendas de aquí. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it is. The adobes and all that. It keeps it warm in the winter and cool in the summer.
So the other day, I signed up to have a vision board adventure. It was just wild with one of the students one of my colleagues in the psychic development classes that I've been taking.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, BJ, it was so amazing. It was amazing what she took me through the steps and what do you feel and what do you see and what do you want, and I was living in an adobe here in Santa Fe, but on the other side of town, closer to the mountains, and this whole story just evolved, and it was absolutely beautiful. And so then, we go through this whole thing, and it's like an hour long. And then 2 days later, or maybe a day later, she sends me, these 2 digital pictures on the 2 areas of life that we focused on that were absolutely beautiful. And I have them on my lock screen on my computer. So, it's just kind of that time of the year that you're just looking and thinking about what's behind and what's ahead. And we're so close to the solstice.
Mm-hmm.
That point of balance, that point of equal day and night. Thank you, because that point of dark, getting to the point of the most dark we can get in
Mm-hmm.
our year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just puts me in this kind of contemplative space of really thinking about where we've come from and where we're going. And soon Pluto will be moving to Aquarius. Thank you. I know. It stays in each house 9 years. And I look back 9 years and see where I've come from. Holy hell. I'm like, that was a pretty amazing, hard and shake up 9 years. Hopefully the next 9 will be smoother sailing. Does that make any sense? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Makes a lot of sense, doesn't it?
Hopefully, yeah.
Hmm.
So, how's the book coming?
Oh, well, it'll be interesting. It's interesting how just writing down the different things, and then I'll get on the computer and go from there. Just sitting writing and then going from there onto the computer. We'll see. It'll be interesting. It's a simple story, and I want to keep them simple with the drawings. Just the grandma drawings, which you can see behind.
Do you have one close? I'd love you to bring one close and show.
Yeah, hold on.
Do you have one that will fall down nicely? Oh, that one. Oh, yes.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, that one's close.
Oh my God, she's so beautiful. She's
That's interesting. Yeah, she's pretty, huh?
she is gorgeous.
Simple. So with each one of those, I'll put with the book the story that goes with her, the experience, and then with each one of those, I'll do the hummingbird. Whoop. There we go.
That is. Does that have beads on it?
No, it's ink drawn. It's
Really?
drawn. It's from the machine, the Cricut, and so my daughter prints them out for me, and then I can just take the water and the ink will spread.
Wow, that is really cool.
I know, just real simple stuff, right?
Yeah, but it's just beautiful.
Yeah, it feels good. I like that one.
What time do you have to be at the dentist tomorrow?
8 o'clock.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so it sounds like everything's about eights, right?
In some ways, boy, they're showing up in my life. Whose phone number was it the other day that I looked at that was like 888 something, and then there were like more, like 2 triple eights in one phone number. Seriously?
That's interesting. So I have this little scene that I never put up. So it's a Christmas scene. Isn't that cool? So doing the little miniatures, I'm having a heck of a time. I got to do everything backwards with this.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, it's wild. There we go.
Oh, I didn't notice that. I
Okay.
think there's a way to change it, but I don't know what it
That's
is
okay.
right now.
So it's a Christmas room, and this box is 2.5 inches by 2.5 inch, about 3 inches, 3 inches square. Isn't that cool? And there's a little kitty cat and the fire going and the tree and I just love this one. And I just leave it open because you can just close it like that, and it's a box. It's got a lid, but then you can open it up, and I just sit it where I can see, and it doesn't take up a lot of space. I love this one. So that's how I do my little bit of Christmas. I like it.
So the first time I went to Sedona, I met this woman. We were doing this workshop. It was called a play shop.
Mm-hmm.
And I met her, and she just does the most amazing decorations and artwork and stuff. And we went to her house then in so that was in the summer. Then in the winter, and close to about this time, maybe it was a little bit earlier, we went to her house, and she had all this stuff for sale.
Right.
All of the stuff that she made and all the decorations, it was all for sale. And we had like no money back then. It was just crazy. But we went to look, and it was just beautiful. And we were with Carrie, and it was fun. And then I got home. Yeah. Because I had this backpack on the back of my chariot. That was when I was still, I had a manual chariot. So, I mean, people were like lifting me up the steps to get into her house and stuff. But, so then my youngest kid, hey, Mom, what's that sticking out of the backpack? I'm like, what?
Oh, wow.
What are you saying? He's like, there's something sticking out here. And I'm like, well, I didn't put it on, I can't turn around and get to the damn thing anyway. So I don't know what you're saying. He's like, okay, wait. So he takes it off my chair, comes around the front and says, we're going to open it. I'm like, what are you talking about? I don't even know what you're talking about. And then guess what? There was this gorgeous wreath that she had made.
Oh my God.
And like all these red ornaments. The whole thing was red ornaments, and then it had gold, that like glitter stuff. What do you call that? I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, it's beautiful. And every year I bring it out. It's on my door. I hung it up. And I usually don't take it down until after Valentine's Day. I don't know why. I love it. I leave it up for people are like, well, Christmas is over. You want me to help you take that down? Because it's breakable, right? No, leave it up till after Valentine's Day.
Well, when I was down in San Cristobal, they leave their trees up till after the end of January. They don't take them down till the first part of February. So they celebrate that whole time. It's so awesome. It's so beautiful. Why not? I mean, I like the lights. I don't particularly care too much about some of the concepts behind it, but I love the lights and the gifts and just something, the winter in the house, the different scenes. That's why I like that little one, because it's a time that it's like going out swimming in the summer. It's going to the beach when it's hot. What's the difference? It's like having that where we're inside to be beautiful. That's what I like. It's because, and I leave my decorations up. I've done that for years. They don't come down till February. I love it
I
and then
used
it
to
starts
put up
growing.
the biggest trees. When we lived in the palace, we had that back room with the 9-foot ceilings, and that would be a tree in that thing that would touch the ceiling every year.
Mm-hmm.
But guess what?
Mm-mm.
We're not doing that for ourselves, are we?
Well, I have my whole living room with my tree, and I found stuff all over the house that I have little decorations that I just have collected. And it's just a small one, but it's got its space, and I leave the lights on, and I sit in there and I enjoy it every day, and just simple, nothing complicated.
Okay, so
But
I was in a class a few years ago. This is hilarious. And they said, bring a magic wand to class next time. I was like, what the hell? A magic wand? And look, this is what I have.
oh, there you go. You couldn't have a
And
better.
I have it in my pen jar right here, where I've got everything. I'm like, are you kidding me? Isn't that beautiful?
It's beautiful.
Okay, so I'm going to do a little magic wand ceremony for you for tomorrow.
There you go. I appreciate it. I need it.
May you be blessed.
Thank you.
May it go easily.
Mm. May I heal quickly.
Quickly. May you heal rapidly.
Yes.
And may your gifts be appreciated.
Oh.
And may you bring back your teeth. You know that you got to save them, right?
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Well, of course it is relative because we never used to do that, but I don't have any kids' teeth.
Neither do I. Interesting. Or maybe I do. I just can't find them, such a pack rat that I am.
You're not.
Oh, God. Oh, yeah. There's treasures all over here sometimes that I go, oh, look what I found. How exciting.
So, my big challenge in the last month has been flipping my office and my bedroom, right?
Right. Oh, I know, and I love it. It looks so great.
BJ, now I have 2 file cabinets over here.
Right.
I've started to pull out files and put files in the file cabinets. I cannot. I have to start going through them like one by one. Each paper, do I need this? Is there something important on it? A nugget of wisdom here and there. You know how that goes, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's going to take me for frickin' ever.
I got an idea.
What?
I got an idea. Just take a photo of it on your cell phone.
I can't take pictures. I'm really bad.
Never mind.
I could scan it all, but even that's a pain in the. You gotta put it on the scanner, then you gotta come over here and. If I would have thought maybe I could put my scanner over here where I have a whole bunch of Oracle cards. I've got a little table between 2 bookcases.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's another book. Oh, if I do that, my light's going to fall.
No, don't mess with it.
Yeah. So I could put the scanner there, but I like having the mask.
I like that.
Isn't it great?
Mm-hmm. Is that a snake at the top?
Yep, it is.
I like it.
It's pretty big.
Yeah, I could tell. Oh, I see it now. Wow.
I know, right?
Right.
Let's see if I can.
No, it's good.
And I love the colors. Of course, me and color.
Yeah, of course. Look at that. Wow, that's a
Wow.
tall mask.
It is. It's big.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry,
like
I put my finger in your eyes.
Is it heavy?
And it's not that heavy. It's probably 3/4 of a pound, but it's kind of unruly, you know.
Yeah,
Right.
kind of awkward. Yeah.
So,
I love
and
it.
I had it posted there because I'm going to be having at some point a 2-hour interview
Mm.
for, this is wild. It's like a security. I need a top secret clearance for this job.
Right.
So we'll see. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's what happens when you apply for a job with the Department of Defense. Like, what the heck? Sometimes it's like, what?
Yeah. I'm glad I don't have to go out and do that anymore.
Well, you hold off on saying that for a while because I had a dream last night.
Oh, God.
And I wasn't actually planning on bringing this up, but so I have this, in my crazy life, I was looking for something in my computer, BJ.
Right.
I have no idea what I was looking for. I can't remember, but I ran across a document. My eyeballs were popping out of my head going, are you kidding me? I hit the print button so fast and I looked at that and I looked at it and all of a sudden I was like, oh my God, look at this. This is a full-blown, incredible course.
Oh.
It's like the outline of it.
Oh, how nice.
And all these subtitles and all this stuff. So I'm in the process right now, and I was telling you, I was talking to that woman. We were talking about how to present it a little bit and what I need with it and yada yada. Anyway, I dreamt last night that you came here to live and that you were helping me and we were working together.
Well, there you go.
So, I mean,
yeah.
Just saying, it
Just
could
saying.
be in the works somewhere.
Yeah. Haven't been there in a long time. I worked there in Los Alamos for many years, so it's been a while. All my relatives are over there. Interesting. You never know. I'm just taking it one moment at a time.
And I can only take it I can't, at the beginning of the week, I make it a point to do an overview of my calendar just so I have a little bit of an idea of what's going on.
Uh-huh.
But if you ask me 5 minutes later what day I have, physical therapy on, I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Yep.
I can't keep it all in my head. That's
No.
why I have my calendar, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, I don't know.
Anyway.
I'm thinking soon, very soon, I'm going to start doing some of the recordings for this.
That's a good idea. I like it. I think that's a really good idea.
I think it's going to have like 3 sections, and I keep calling them 3 pillars.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't like the word pillar. I don't know why. There's another word, probably this. There's another word that will make itself known when it's time and when it's ready.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 parts. And, there's a very foundational part, and then there's a messy part. And it's not messy for us.
Mm-hmm.
And we know how to do this work.
Mm.
We know about looking at ourselves and realizing that people are reflecting back at us
Mm-hmm.
what we need for our growth, right?
Mm-hmm.
For our growth, for our healing. But the middle part is messy. It's it's not. Oh, I know why it can't be pillar, because it's a spiral.
There you go.
Holy great.
Don't you love it when you have the brainstorms?
It's like, what the heck? It's a spiral. So there's 3 spirals.
There you go.
You lay the foundation, but you keep working the foundation all the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you keep coming back to that foundation and back to that earth and back to the mothers, the grandmothers.
The spiral,
Oh my
right?
God.
Yeah, so there's the 3 spirals,
BJ,
right? The mental, the heart, and then the womb.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. Geniuses at work again.
What?
Geniuses at work again. Can't figure out how to turn on the computer, but I can do other stuff.
You're on here. You're fine. And the only thing that might happen is that maybe if the battery is not all the way charged.
Oh, yeah, it'll die. Yeah, too funny.
Crazy.
I know.
It's fabulous. So the 3 pillars that
Mm-hmm.
the 3 spirals.
The 3 spirals, yeah.
The 3 spirals. And then the last spiral is really, where you're coming back. It's a constant circle, BJ. It's this one doesn't actually have the tail in its mouth.
Mm-hmm.
There's a name for that, the Ouroboros, I think it's called.
Hmm.
So the snake that has the tail in its mouth.
Hmm.
But it's like that continual process of knowing who we are and knowing where we are
Mm-hmm.
and learning who we are again
Mm-hmm.
and going through the challenges and coming to the epiphanies and back to the earth once again,
Mm-hmm.
over and over and over.
It's kind of like the sun and the moon.
And the balance in the solstice.
Yeah, and the balances. Yeah.
And the heart and the womb.
Yeah. I love it. And the brain.
And the 6 teeth and the 6 directions.
There you go. Yeah. That one's interesting, isn't it? The 6 and then the directions is what I'll be giving away this time. Yeah. And then letting go is hard. So it's like letting go of stuff, right? We don't want to let go of anything because we're so used to having that pattern. And how, and my eating habits have changed. My weight now is where it was, where I wanted it years ago. Because when I went through menopause, I gained all that weight because that's what you're supposed to do, because it helps process the chemicals. And then now, and I'm thinking, wow, okay, I'm going through all these again stages of change, right? And it's like, okay, can do this. Interesting. It's very interesting. Yeah, it's one of the biggest challenges I've ever been faced with. And I've been faced with a lot of challenges, but this one,
I was just gonna say, are you sure?
no. But this one has been as challenging as as right on the edge of the other ones. But the difference is I'm in my own home, I'm in my own safe space. I have everything I need. I don't need to go without water. I don't need to go dance in the hot sun. I don't need to do any of that stuff. Sleep. It's interesting, but it's still extremely challenging. It's been a journey, and I have to watch my heart and my thinking.
That's stinking thinking, right?
That's stinking thinking, that fear coming up, and yet it's just one foot in front of the other, one breath at a time, you know? It's interesting. It's very interesting. I'll tell you, I know just writing the book with San Cristobal, and then the other ones that I'm going to come from that, the story, and it's just little stories. I'm not writing like a 2,000 page book or anything like that. It's just a short story. Nothing long, because nothing lasts forever. I mean, we do something for maybe an hour, 2 hours, and that's about the end of it. And then we got to go pee.
You do. Oh man, I am not a water drinker.
Yeah.
It's a few times a day. It's not that often.
Yeah, but it's nice. And then that way I get out and I can go for a walk and different things, and move around. It's a way to make me move more, you know. So anyway, it's an interesting,
It's kind of.
it's interesting.
It's kind of very. Sorry, my phone is telling me what time it is.
Yeah, it's time for us to go so
Yeah,
we can go to sleep. Well, I can go to sleep because I'm like 3 hours difference than you, or two. I don't know what it, 2 or 3.
2.
Two.
It's almost 7 here. It's almost 9 there.
Right. 2 hours. Yeah.
So, how far away is the dentist? Is it far?
Oh, about 15 minutes away,
Is Johnny taking you?
of course, because she works over there.
Good.
Yeah. So she's going to hold my hand and tell me to wiggle my toes and breathe through my nose.
Is she going to be there and wait for you?
No, she's going to, well, yeah, she's going to be in there with me while they do this, because this was her brainiac idea. I didn't decide to do this. This was not my idea. Mm-mm. No. But I'm doing it.
I was
Wasn't my
just
idea.
going to
It
say
wasn't
there,
my idea.
you can't say she's, she's not sequestering you. She's not kidnapping you. Sorry, that was a language flip there. She's not kidnapping you to get it done, right?
Oh, yeah. Anyway, it's no different than what I did at all those ceremonies either. It was okay. I knew I had to do it, and I knew this had to happen, and it was time. And she just kind of pushed me over the edge. Go ahead, you can jump. Mm.
You were so funny. Go ahead, you can jump. That's
Go
just
ahead.
how I feel. It's like, oh my God, I'm jumping, man. I'm jumping like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah,
Every time I turn around, it's a new adventure.
yeah, like changing your room. That was incredible.
You know, changing my room, just
3 minutes.
that's what really triggered all this.
Yeah.
Getting this beautiful, incredible bookcase. I don't know if I can tip
Oh, I
it.
can see it. It's perfect.
Can you see it all? I only can see the drum. I
No,
don't
I
I
can,
can
yeah.
see up to the drum. Can you see the top?
No,
Okay.
I see. No, I can't. Can
Anyway,
you see the
you
top of
know,
my ceiling? It's got it's got all the grandmas up there.
yeah, yeah, I can see that. I can
The
see your
hummingbird.
ceiling. I can see your part of your ceiling and your fire alarm and your
Yeah.
yeah.
And the bear
The
paw,
bear.
the great big bear paw, that's that giant bear. Yeah. And then what else? The hummingbirds over there and flowers and yeah, pack rat. And then those two
It's
pictures.
gorgeous. Excuse me, Pack Rat, gorgeous. Thank you, Pack Rat, gorgeous.
Yeah. And then the two pictures back in the back, they have a thing where you could go paint pictures at this thing, and you don't have to be a painter. And so Johnny did that. That's her artwork.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was cool.
Oh, I know what those places are where they draw, the teacher draws with you and stuff
Yeah,
and
we
shows
got
you, okay, now we're doing the blue and now we're doing the.
we got 2 minutes. That's not the peace sign. This is 2 minutes.
And then what happens? We turn into pumpkins?
No, we should. I'm gonna go to bed. I got to get up early. Remember,
Okay.
because we're 2 hours different. So 2 hours. So 2 minutes to go, and 1 minute now. It's 8:59 on my computer.
I would like to
Thank you.
ask anyone that's watching, if you're on YouTube, you can put a comment in, but if you're not, please subscribe. And we will be here on Tuesdays for a while. We'll see how many sessions we do, BJ and
Okay,
yeah,
sounds great.
chatting,
We're sharing
sharing our hearts and sharing our little epiphanies in our worlds, right?
That's it. Sharing.
Remind me to tell you the next time about my poor lady that come and made all my food. Oh my God. She told me a story. It came out. She had the Serenity Prayer tattooed, of course, New Mexico. I almost feel like I need a tattoo to really belong here, BJ. But anyway, she had the Serenity Prayer on my arm, and I was like, oh. And I was just like rubbing her arm because, you know, it's the Serenity Prayer, BJ. And I know so many of my friends are people that
Like me.
like.
I don't have a problem giving my anonymity away. I love that program. It makes the most sense of anything. And what I love about it is God, to me, is good, orderly direction. Works for me.
So I think God to me would be good, messy direction.
No, you have to use it. Oh,
I'll have to think of a word.
out of order. Well, that's 2 O's. Oh, it's okay. Good. I love you.
I love you, BJ.
Have a great night. Talk to you.
Please send me a message when you get home. Just let me know that it's all okay, that you're in pain, and that I love you, and I will send you amazing vibes tomorrow.
Thank you so much. Love you. Good night. Sweet dreams.
Subscribe, please subscribe if you're here. Thank you, and away we go until next time.
Boom.